Hi everyone, I was out walking today, it's a lovely day, and I was just thinking about this story. I call it a story of hope. Guess we could all do with some hope at the moment, couldn't we? And it's a true story about Jesus. Jesus had been invited to dinner at the home of this Pharisee, this religious guy. And they were sitting, eating in the home, and there was a woman who lived in that town. She's described as a sinful woman, and she'd heard that Jesus was there and she really wanted to meet Jesus. So she made it to the house and went in, and she went and knelt at Jesus' feet, and she just began to sob and cry, and her tears wet Jesus' feet. And then she took her hair and began to dry his feet with her hair. And she had some really expensive perfume. I think also she was kissing his feet. And she had this expensive perfume, and she took the perfume and she poured it on Jesus' feet. Just sort of filled the room with this lovely smell. And the people sitting around the table, they were thinking to themselves, if Jesus was really a prophet, he'd know what sort of woman this is, that she's sinful. And Jesus just knew what they were thinking. And he turned to Simon, the host, and he said, "Simon, can I share something with you?" Simon said, "Yeah." He said, "Simon, there were two people and they owed money to a money lender. One of them owed, maybe 50 coins, and the other one owed 5,000 or 500 coins. And neither of them could afford to pay the money lender back. So the money lender just wiped out both of the debts." And he turned to Simon and said, "Simon, which of those people do you think would have loved the money lender the most?" And Simon said, "Well, I guess the person who'd had the greatest debt wiped out." And Jesus said, "Yeah, that's right. You've answered correctly." And then Jesus turned and he looked at the woman. He said, "Simon, you see this woman? I came to your house and you didn't wash my feet when I came in, but she sat at my feet and washed my feet with her tears. And Simon, you didn't greet me with a kiss like you should do, but she hasn't stopped kissing my feet since she arrived. And Simon, you didn't give me any sort of perfume to put on when I arrived, but she's anointed my feet with very expensive perfume." And then Jesus said this to Simon. He said, "See, Simon, the person who's been forgiven much loves much." And then Jesus turned to the woman and he said to her, "Woman, it's okay. Your sins are forgiven." And the people in the room were thinking, wow, who is this who can even forgive people's sins? And then Jesus turned to the woman again and he looked at her and he said, "Go in peace. Your faith has saved you." And that's a true story about Jesus that I wanted to share with you. There's maybe some questions we could ask about that. I'll post them down below in the comments. And if anyone wants to talk about those questions, that would be great. I'd love that. Or maybe you could just learn the story and go share it with someone else today. God bless everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.